This week, the second collaboration between Jason Reitman and Charlize Theron highlights the titles coming to Blu-ray and DVD. What some called Reitman's comeback earlier this year also stands out as the only recommendation-worthy film hitting shelves today. There are other movies coming out, but, well, you'll see. For now, read on for more on Reitman and his newest flick. Pick of the week: Tully. Once upon a time, Jason Reitman and Charlize Theron teamed for an underrated gem with scribe Diablo Cody. The film in question, young adult, which combined their talents this time around with Mackenzie Davis. The result was a wonderful movie, one with a lot to say about motherhood. Smart, tender, and of ideas, it deserved more love than it got earlier on in 2018. Clayton was one of the folks who appreciated it, writing the following in his review on the site: "The mojo and groove seem to be back in this touching tale that will garner both laughs and tears. Tully is a great showcase for why Cody, Reitman, and Theron are a top-notch trio. This time, there's also Davis and her wonderful turn. The group all combined to make one of the year's best flicks. Pick it up and see why." Special features: featurette, total box office, $9,227,130. Major awards, none yet. Vintage viewing in honor of this week's release of The Miseducation of Cameron Post. The pick today will be another highlight for Chloe Grace Moretz. It's Let Me In, which was a showcase for her talents. Moretz is hauntingly good here, helping make this the rare remake that actually turned out better than the original. Roger Ebert loved what filmmaker Matt Reeves did here too, putting forth the following take: "Reeves understands what made the first film so eerie and effective, and here the same things work again. Moretz is wonderful in the new work, so prep for it with one her prior top-tier turns." Other films being released: here's a look at what else is hitting shelves today. Besides Reitman's recommended title Tully, Dark Crimes. There was a time when Jim Carrey doing serious work would automatically make it a must-see. This, however, is far removed from that. With a rare 0% score from Rotten Tomatoes, this crime thriller seems like a must-miss. Some were especially cruel to Carrey, like this take from the AV Club, which savaged him. A few words should be said about Carrey's performance. It may be the worst dramatic acting of his career, a charmless cartoon of self-repression. Alas. Box office, A final portrait. Stanley Tucci, somewhat under the radar, crafted a nice little movie earlier this year. By all accounts, it's solid work, with nice performances from Armie Hammer and Jeffrey Rush. Entertainment Weekly had some very kind words for the flick, as you can see below: "A patient, unpresuming 90 minutes that never undertakes being more than the sum of its parts, more baguette than glossy, sugar-crowned croquembouche." Something to consider this week, in addition to the Reitman title. Box office, $461,972. Kings. Believe it or not, there was a hot minute when this vehicle for Daniel Craig and Halle Berry was thought of as an awards possibility. Then, people saw it. One of worst reviewed films of the year. It's a real dog. Rolling Stone really took it to task in the review, panning it as such. This stud recreation of the 1992 LA riots traps Halle Berry and Daniel Craig in a piece of mementos, civil rights history and a crazy quilt of random action, absurdist humor, bogus romance, and questionable purpose. Avoid this one at all costs. Box office, $274,635. The Miracle Season. This inspirational sports drama never really managed to find its niche in the marketplace. That might have something to do with the poor word that came out from the critical community. Considering how easy a score, no pun intended, sports movies are, that's a double pan. The Hollywood Reporter hated it, writing the following as part of their dismissal: "God-awful, even by the standards of sports dramas, where healthy doses of manipulation and hagiography are accepted as part of the inspirational formula. Sounds like a missed opportunity." Box office, $10,230,620. Overboard. A gender-swapped remake of the amusing Goldie Hawn, Kurt Russell comedy. It had potential, especially with Anna Faris in the lead. Well, it seems like that potential was rather wasted. Though it made some money, no one had much to buzz about. Faris frankly was too good for the material, and that sucks. Time Out had this to say: "Ultimately pointless, Overboard makes you wonder why it exists at all when it offers neither a fresh angle into modern-day relationships nor an improvement upon its predecessor. Stick with the original." Box office, $50,316,123. TV releases counterpart, the complete first season Star Wars Rebels, the complete season 4. Thoughts on what to watch this week on Blu-ray or DVD? Share them in the comments below.